Hell yeah, we're live.
Let's go!
Let's go.
Woo,
Let's go for
man.
real. Let's go for real.
Have you
for real.
I got to ask you this, man. Have you been stepping up your training, Alan? You look good.
I have been.
You look good. You look lean. You look like you went from that, oh, you're going to overtrain in 45 minutes. You're like, F it, man. I'm going 45 hours with this ish, man. I'm going to train. I'm ready.
I'm definitely fucking ready.
I sense it, dude.
I think we need to be ready.
Man, I think Ish is getting crazy up in here. Crazy, dude. Donald J. Trump, 45 and maybe potentially, hopefully, soon to be 47.
Right.
As you guys know, we are both independents. However, I will say that any doubt I had about my vote not being the correct one, because I was going to vote third party, if you remember, guys, for RFK. It all changed when RFK said, I'm going to join Donald J. Trump, and I'm going to make America healthy again. And then the woman who loves me, who sends me love letters. Oh, sorry, that was just a dream I had the other night. Tulsi Gabbard, a very handsome woman. She also joined the campaign, and Tulsi is a beast in the gym. And she's the one who took down Kamala in the last primary in 2019. I mean, this is the dream team. I don't even care about Trump anymore. You put RFK in that cabinet. You get rid of all the shady stuff done by these three-letter organizations. You put them in charge of the CIA, the FBI, the FDA. And then there's a four-letter one, the USDA, but we'll just make the D and the A one letter. So US DA. So that way it's still a three-letter acronym.
Yeah, very
good. Man, you got the greatest assembly of leaders and health advocates this country has ever seen, Alan.
Well, that's why the push is going to be super fucking hard. Like, I mean, me and you called it back when they missed the first time to expect a second one. Keep expecting it. You know what I mean? Like, we should keep
RFK. They're going after RFK next.
Oh yeah.
They're going to go after RFK. You know why? Because they're not, I don't even think they're afraid of Trump. I think that Trump, notice that a lot of this happened after RFK, like a lot of this vitriol. And Rachel Vindman going on saying like, oh, it's a good thing. She actually went and retracted that today. She's like, oh, I shouldn't have said that. No, you shouldn't have. Like, here's the thing. I would never not just because I'm afraid of the Secret Service, I would never wish death upon anyone in politics, because if an assassination happens, it's going to cause, even if I don't like the person, it's going to cause such a civil uprising on either side that America does not want that smoke. They don't. And honestly, I'm a good human being. I really don't think we should wish death upon people. But it seems like the left really, really enjoys wishing death upon 45 and soon to be, hopefully, 47. And it seems like they think this one, as well as the first they said, okay, we're the conspiracy theorists for thinking that, hey, not sure if what we're doing in 2020 and 2021 or the experimental therapy they're giving to people, we were the conspiracy theorists. Yet the left is out there going like, yeah, he faked it. How do you fake getting shot in the ear? That's not faking it. That is divine intervention. Even if you don't believe in God, you got to be like, man, for everything to line up. Can you imagine Trump like, okay, so at the last minute, I'm going to turn my head. And then they're acting like his ear looks fine to me. Yeah. So I have a little bit of cauliflower ear up here from my headgear and box. Not like wrestling, but a little bit up here, a little bit of cartilage. But man, that thing bled one time when my headgear rubbed, and you can't tell I have it. Can you tell I have a messed up ear up here? No, you can't.
No.
Because here's what happens, guys. Cartilage is very vascular, yet there's very little skin to heal. So if he just got grazed by the bullet, these people have obviously never wrestled. They've never boxed. They don't know how the ears work, because my ear would bleed. It would bleed occasionally. And it was like, all right, whatever. I mean, if I can put a Band-Aid on it, not the big Band-Aid. Trump put a whole damn maxi pad on that bitch. I mean, and so they're like, no, he faked it. Now, if Trump is that awesome that he could fake something that crazy, then he deserves to be president anyway, because that was friggin' cool. Like, I'm going to turn my head this much to the side and it's just going to go whoop. It's like, have you ever watched boxing and like somebody throws a punch? Mayweather was the best at this. And he literally goes with the punch. So if the punch is here, he turns his head and it goes right by him. Trump is literally the fucking Mayweather of assassinations.
too funny. That's a very good analogy, but also like
Pretty boy Don. Pretty boy Don.
so so
Money Don.
here's why like I like when people are saying like they think he faked it or they think he staged it. It flies in the face of the fact that he would have to have the help of like the Secret Service and shit, you know?
Yes.
And they don't want to help him. That's the government, right?
Yeah.
That's why I was just like, that's not happening. This last one, I'm wondering how this dude who lives in Hawaii apparently knew that Trump was going to be there at the last minute.
And just so happens to be working with us in Ukraine. And there's a lot of look, man. This guy's, I wouldn't say he's a socialist. I wouldn't say he's a mark. I'd say he's a Fed. This guy is a Fed. He's 100% a Fed.
This strikes me as like an MK Ultra thing. Like they radicalized this bitch, you know?
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, man. Like, I mean, when you think about how like dedicated he is to this shit, he flew from Hawaii to Florida. Like
that's premeditated. That's crazy.
And they're not charging him for any of that bullshit. They're not charging him for any of that bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So it's like they're charging him for like possession of a firearm by a felon, which actually shouldn't even be a fucking like it's the law. If you're safe enough to be out, you should be able to own a weapon.
Yeah,
but
shall not be infringed.
Right, shall not be infringed. But I am very proud of DeSantis right now.
Oh. Me too. You know, and Alan, you know what? You know how I know it's not how it wasn't fake?
Yeah.
I actually consulted with an expert on faking it, my wife, and she said, no, that's not fake.
No, that's good. That's good.
She fakes it all the time. She's been faking it for like 27 years. Do you know September 30th is our 27th year together?
That's crazy, bro.
That's crazy. I know most people are like, there's no way he's a day over 28. And but you know,
it's crazy.
I just want to let you guys know I'm pretty old actually. So anyway, check it out. From I don't know if I've ever seen this guy from Retro Coast. Who is Retro Coast? That's a good question. Techno. Okay, 70. Okay, I don't know who this guy is. I don't know if this is true, but we're gonna go with it because whatever. Breaking. You got to put breaking in front. You can't just put the title. You got to put breaking. That's why we're not getting the fucking views, Alan. We put breaking on nothing.
Yeah. I just
breaking
shit.
If this is true, and somebody fact check us, please, because I've been trying to fact check it. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis refuses to hand Trump shooting suspect Ryan Ruth over to the feds. Ruth was arrested by local Florida PD while fleeing on the I-95. The FBI has demanded custody of him, but DeSantis refused, saying Florida will conduct its own investigation. And my wife knew about this right when I found it. She's like, oh yeah, I read that. I'm all right. So she even knows about it. So I think this isn't the only guy who's reporting this.
Well, that's kind of amazing. But that could be the start of some serious shit that a lot of people aren't ready for.
I'm ready because the states are saying, no, it was our state. The feds are like, hand him over. And DeSantis like, nah, we're not handing him over. So if the feds come in, say, if you don't hand him over, we're going to force you to hand him over. Then DeSantis is like, oh, you got your boys? I got my boys. And they're like, what? Then N-words start flying, and then like Jews start using their remote controllers, controlling everybody's thoughts and everything like we do. And next thing you know, civil war, hot civil war, dude. All it takes is this could be, what do they call that? The first shot or whatever it is. Like this could be like the straw that broke the camel's back. All it takes is one instance where where something pops off. And then here's what happens. I'll tell you, it doesn't matter which state. So let's say it pops off in Florida, and Florida's like, dude, the feds are shooting at us. And then Tennessee will be like, oh, is someone fighting and we have nothing to do with it? Cool. Tennessee sends over their volunteers because that's what we were literally named after people who fought a war they didn't have nothing to do with. You know, Texas was like, hey, you know, we got some shit going on with the Mexicans. Y'all want to help us? We're like, I'll be there Sunday. And then Tennessee's like, fuck, we want all the smoke. That's what happens. And then like Missouri's like, fuck that shit. We're going. We're down. They come in. Alabama's like, shit, we're bringing our pitchforks. We're bringing our brothers, sisters, wives, husbands. Same thing. We're all coming out there. It's a fucking war. I don't think people understand when a state refuses to comply with federal officers. There's always been this thing. You even saw it in old TV shows like, oh, the feds are here. Oh, the feds are here. What if they were like, hey, the feds are here. Cool. Tell them to fucking get lost. What happens?
Well,
I don't know. I don't know what
well,
happens.
Here's part of what happens. So give me a second.
Uh-oh. When he takes his time, it's bad. While we're at it, we'll read Chris's comment. Are you saying us women know how to fake these things? I'll be real. When you're together 27 years, no one's faking anything. If it's not your night, it's not your night. You're just like, I guess it's all you tonight.
Jesus.
You know I'm right.
I know you're right, of course. Absolutely.
I just say the things everybody else knows.
I've made an entire living off that, dude. Like no shit. Like I'll say the shit that people don't want to be said. So
and then vegans and fat people try to kill you.
Yeah, that is shit. That is what happened.
You had a fucking documentary made about you. You were the first man who was ever canceled. You invented cancel culture.
I did, didn't I?
It's all your fault, dude. It's all your fault.
It is my fault. So this is a master class on how to treat the feds if they come to your house for something.
We need to watch this whole damn thing.
Yep.
So the feds come to his house because apparently he said something mean on Facebook or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know who Jeremy Kaufman is. I'm gonna look him up while you play that.
Jeremy Kaufman. I follow him. Defender of the Constitution. Good enough for me. So here we go.
Well, I like him.
Hey, how can I help you?
They were talking to his neighbors, by the way.
Really?
That's what they do. They talk to your neighbors first.
How are you? Who are you?
I'm Agent O'Donnell with the FBI.
Can you give your full name, please?
I'm Agent O'Donnell with the FBI.
Is that sufficient to identify as the only one O'Donnell affiliated with the FBI?
In New Hampshire, yes.
Could you please state your full name, sir?
Could you please stop recording?
No. It's First Amendment right.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
Could you stop recording, please?
Absolutely not. You can show me your name and identification, or I'm going to go back inside my house.
Okay.
I don't really want to broadcast my.
Oh, this is going out right after you guys.
Okay,
walk
can
away.
you pause this? Can you pause this? Look, man, you're a federal agent. It is your duty to broadcast your name and your likeness. Yep. You are not a private citizen. You are a public employee on taxpayers' dime. You need to disclose who you are, you fat motherfucker. Sorry, one guy looks like, I don't know, looks like you swiped right on Grindr. The other guy just looks fat and sloppy.
I agree.
Look at that big belly under that stupid fucking pink flannel.
It's amazing to me how these bitches show up at his house, invading his privacy, and they're like, "Oh, our privacy. Oh, I don't. Like,
yeah, what about his privacy? What about this guy's? They're fucking. How embarrassing is that when your neighbors are there and you're getting questioned by the FBI? Like he has to talk to. He has to live with these people.
Well, this is their car. This is the black sedan. Of course, is theirs. You know, I'm always on the lookout for them coming up to my house. But so you saw they were walking to talk to his neighbors first. So it's like a regime thing to make sure, like, hey, is he suspicious at all? We're from the FBI, and he, blah blah blah. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, why does the FBI have the right to do this at all? Like, why do they have the right to police us? They are the government's police force. Why do our employees need a police force against us? Like, the state laws aren't enough. Yeah,
it should the Fed should not have jurisdiction anywhere. They should not have jurisdiction except in DC. Other than that, they should not be allowed to go to people's houses. In fact, I don't think they are.
Yeah. So here's what it continues at.
Your name or ID, you can walk away.
We just want to talk to
I'm not going to talk to people who claim to be federal agents unless they can show me identification.
Okay, well, you see our badges.
I need to see. Is your full name on that badge?
No.
I'd like to see something with your full name, or I'm not going to talk to you.
I prefer you not to broadcast it.
This will be going online as soon as you walk away.
Well, all I want to do
Good
is
for this
talk
dude.
about a post that was made if you
Well,
happen to be the one that made the
I want to talk to you about you guys coming here.
What the fuck? So they get to come question people at their houses over a fucking social media post?
Over speech. Over speech.
Fuck no.
No.
This is the problem when you bitches allow the government to think that our rights are privileges.
So here's the
That's what's
problem.
fucking
If they're on his property and he's in a red state, yeah, he could probably do some stuff. I'm not going to say it on YouTube. But I don't. Well, if they in any way show any signs of aggression, I know the laws in my state. If you come on my property and display aggression, castle doctrine, and what is that? It's not equal force. It's equal force is the wrong one, because that way you can only use a knife if they bring a knife. So basically you can match the force they bring. So trying to think, what is it called, guys? You guys know what I'm talking about, but basically stand my ground.
Yeah, stand your ground laws, right?
Yes.
I'd call my local sheriff on these guys.
Yes,
You know?
and they could be arrested.
Yeah, hey, you guys are trespassing. I've called the sheriff. I'm taking your license plate. We're gonna come. I've asked you to leave. You didn't leave. I'm gonna file charges against trespassing. You don't.
I would have had my
warrant.
wife get her phone and call the cops. I'd call 911, and I would have Williamson County Sheriff or the Brentwood Police come, and I would request that they be arrested for trespassing. And I would press charges.
Over a post. We don't know, we know fuck all about these assassination attempts on an ex-president. We know fuck all about who had cocaine in the White House. We know fuck all about the Hunter Biden's laptop. Like, these people still having jobs after the Hunter Biden's laptop. We should have dissolved the FBI after that shit. And I'm hoping that's what fucking happens. I'm hoping that's
Trump's not going to do it.
No, he's not going to.
Trump's not your guy for that one. He wants to build the biggest, most beautiful building for them.
Yeah, fucking. Anyway.
Say you make a salary of, I don't know what, low 100K? You guys making six figures? Factor in 50% expenses, overhead, maybe 100% expenses. Talking about burning a couple $100 an hour just here, let alone all the time you guys are spending to investigate something that you know is not against the law, right? Like, you're familiar with. So then why would you come?
Because we wanted to make sure that there weren't any.
No, you're coming because you're part of a regime that does this kind of thing when you know laws aren't being broken, and that's an embarrassment, man. Didn't you guys read the Constitution? Do you not believe in America? Like, how do you do your jobs and go home?
We appreciate it.
You're walking away because nothing we did is against the law. And you guys are fuckheads that try to act like bullies.
Yes.
And I hope you go home and are embarrassed. You can't even say your name on camera because you know that what you're doing is embarrassing. You know Americans that believe in the Constitution think you're laughable. And you go home and you think about what you did today. Go home and think about it, you cowards. Drive away.
Yeah.
Drive away.
Thank you for your time.
You're not welcome. You should be embarrassed.
You're not welcome.
Embarrassing. You guys are embarrassing.
Then he goes around and gets the plate. Good
Good
job.
job.
And I was actually reading in the comments, they couldn't trace the plates. So that means it's a federal, the feds are using untraceable plates. But they're no longer using the federally ID'd plates because they literally think, guys, FBI, I'm going to give you some advice. Go with a different color car. Like maybe a good maroon, maybe a teal, maybe even yellow. That would be hot. No one's going to expect a yellow car for the cops, but why does it always have to be black?
I don't know. Because isn't that racist? Like, anyway, but I got to say this to any FBI agent out there, any cop out there, like, your job is to uphold the Constitution, or it's supposed to be. If you show up at somebody's house to talk to them about a social media post that might have hurt somebody's fee-fees, and you just need to make sure, if it's not like an absolute direct threat via online, if it is like them postulating something, hypothesizing, all that bullshit, if you show up, you are just a fucking bootlicker. Like, I mean, you are just one of the worst people I've ever fucking seen. You're the type of person that would have put fucking Mark's ancestors in the fucking chamber. You know, like
Yeah, I
you're,
mean,
you're a
but
fucking
the left
bootlicker.
the left is we found that in 2020. Like
Yes.
they wanted to put us in they wanted to put us in literal camps if we
Yeah.
were against the experimental shot. I know I sound like I'm stuttering, but now that we're on YouTube, I'm really conscious about what I'm saying.
Mhm.
So that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at right now.
I think here, as we get closer to the election, we may have to start on YouTube and then do what like Luke and them do, and like, okay,
Yeah.
we need to vent some shit out, right? Like, because it's not even fucking October yet. Like these aren't even the October surprises yet. You know, I do see that Nate Silver has posted that Trump is like on the Electoral College. Trump is just running away with it right now. It's like 312 to something like that, right? And that means that Trump better hire fucking Terminators. Like he needs to hire like where's that guy? That one guy O'Neill, online Randy O'Neill, I think it is online. He's an ex-Navy SEAL. Hire him and Bondino to fucking come in on your private security because I would not if I would like after this last couple times like how the fuck did this guy know where you were at, Trump? Like you should be asking that question. How the fuck he knew where you were at? And the only plausible answer is either somebody on your team or somebody that is assigned to watch you. Let him know. Let a bunch of people know, apparently. And that's fucked up because it's just going to get crazier and crazier and crazier, dude. Like, I mean, this is nothing yet, I think.
Yeah. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. Did you hear this? Mark Cuban says he's interested in buying X. Well, first you'd have to get Elon to sell it to you. I think that might be the biggest downfall to that. Yeah. What happened to Mark Cuban? Like, what happened? Oh shit! Here's DeSantis speaking about doing his own investigation. Have you seen this one yet?
I have not. Let's get it up.
Oh man, let's do this. All right,
let's get it up like Viagra, bro.
Mr. DeSantis, and keep it up by stacking it with Cialis. Shit'll last for hours. All right, here we go.
Wow, what a horrible pause.
I did announce yesterday we're going to be doing a state level investigation. I understand that the feds are involved, but we do believe that there were multiple violations of state law. We also believe that there's a need to make sure that the truth about all this comes out in a way, that's credible. I mean, I look at the federal government with all due respect to them. Those same agencies that are prosecuting Trump in that jurisdiction are now going to be investigating this. I just think that may not be the best thing for this country. Nevertheless, they have their prerogative, but we have our prerogative. And so we'll be making an announcement further along those lines in the ensuing days.
Wow. What a great way to put it, Ron.
Yeah.
Ron's just he's taking them down like Disney, dude.
Well, I've often wondered like what they do about stuff like this. Like he's in Florida. Mm-hmm. Like why extradite him anywhere? We have him, right? Like he's in Florida. It's so strange. Like I have no faith that this dude would like find a way where at an actual happenstance time all the cameras in his cell and cell block are out, find a way to end his own life. Like, well, because I mean, dude, because fucking Epstein didn't kill himself, man. Like, I mean, but
no,
that's what started this whole shit off. And it's like so much shit has been stacked upon other shit that we forget about all this stuff. That's how they were able to get everybody to forget about the pandemic. Like, do you realize half these people that you're voting for right now were trying to fucking make it so you couldn't fucking celebrate 4th of July because of a fucking cold, people? Like, I mean, wake the fuck up. They've just. I saw Luke was fucking on a roll earlier today. Luke Rinkowski, if you're not watching the We Are Change podcast, please do. But he was like, Trump's had more assassination attempts than Kamala has had solo interviews.
Yeah.
And it's fucking true. Like we live in a world where that statement is fucking true.
Well,
Like, holy
Kamala's stupid. She's just a stupid whore. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
and that's being literal. I'm not being mean. She's literally stupid, and she might not be a whore anymore. But if you look up her past, look, man, I'm not saying definitively she was a whore. I'm saying if you were doing a scale of probability of whore versus probability of not being a whore, the probability of being a whore is pretty high up. Like this shit's bottoming out. It's like, remember the old scales at the grocery store where you like put it in there and it would like it would like hit the fucking fruit. It would hit the fruit. Anyway, check this out. This is this is the FBI.
Oh.
So because DeSantis is basically showing his hand. Let me see this.
I can also share with you that he was the subject of a previously closed 2019 tip to the FBI.
Okay, obviously the FBI either can't do their job or won't do their job. Everybody who does bad shit, they're supposedly looking at. Even these kids doing the school stuff, right? Like, I mean, Jesus, guys, come on. Like, if I did my job that poorly, I would be living in a van down by the river.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Where it was alleged he was a felon in possession of a firearm.
Which should be legal.
In following up on the tip, the alleged complainant was interviewed.
Okay. This guy's a fucking dork. Look.
So it's basically like they're covering their ass because this, I mean, this is the second would-be assassin for Trump that has WEF connections. Like the second
And did not verify, I repeat, did not verify providing the initial information. The FBI passed that information to local law enforcement in Honolulu. On behalf,
this is just too fucking good, man. I mean, they're going to start assassinating citizens is what I'm afraid of.
Yeah,
I mean,
too.
because Trump is literally, I mean, he's the most popular guy on the planet.
Yeah.
They're the most popular, the most popular guy on the planet. And if they're going after him, oh my goodness. I mean, they already tried to get Tim. You had the Lauren Chen thing, which, I don't know if she did it or not. But like they listed, like the actual indictment was like, yo, these guys are victims. And then the left is like, Tim's a Russian asset. And I'm like, what?
Tim's a Russian asset. People. So speaking of
Russian assets.
Well, no, she's not a Russian asset, but I just wanted to play this clip here real quick.
Russian assets. Okay, can we stop real quick?
So malicious.
Yeah.
She's actually like only like 29 years old. And I'm not trying to throw shade, but like I thought Lauren just I'm going to stop. Go ahead. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
Okay.
People don't understand. Somebody was commenting on us earlier, and I was like, they're like, I don't know who I like better, you or Mark. I'm like, we're linked by ADHD. It doesn't matter. Like Mark and I just had a whole conversation with eye movement.
Telepathy. It's telepathy.
Disrespectful to Donald Trump and Melania Trump. They've taken it so far. And if I was a leftist journalist, if I was a Democrat, oh my God, the media would be up in arms if the Republican media was doing this to a left-wing journalist. Oh my God, they're misogynists. They're bullying a woman. They're trying to Monica Lewinsky her. They're demonizing her. They're trying to discredit the fact that she's a working woman. I mean, look, I know that Kamala Harris sucked dick to get where she is today, okay? And she has to sleep with Willie Brown in order to get to the top. But some of us women, right, we actually work hard. Some of us women have no desire to have sexual affairs with politicians or men with elite political status to climb the ladder. I know that Kamala Harris can't say the same, but, believe me when I say that that's not me. Or as Kamala Harris likes to say, they ain't like us, right? She ain't like me. I ain't like her. Okay, I don't suck dick to get to the top. That's what Kamala Harris does.
Well, that makes one of us, Laura.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Because hey, whatever it takes, bro. whatever it takes.
I am like,
I like how she just went straight to the suck dick part.
she sucked
Went right
dick to get to the top.
went right in to suck dick. I mean, she got my attention.
Yes, and
It's different when a woman says it, right? Like when a guy says, "Hey man, suck my dick," you're like, "Yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
When a girl says "suck" and "dick" in the same sentence, it just hits different. It just hits. I don't know if it hits
like,
harder, no pun intended. I don't know what it is, but when a woman says "suck dick" or "dick sucked," it hits different. I can't explain it. But it just like if you and I said, "Hey man, she sucked dick," it's like, all right, cool, man. Or like when you're in college or high school, "Hey man, she sucked my dick." But when a girl says "suck dick," you're like, "Whoa, she said it. She said
the
it."
words together. Holy shit! I think it's also different when women call each other out on that. Like, I'm not saying that Kamala, the fucking bitch. I'm not saying that she sucked dick to get where she's at. I'm not, because I don't know. It definitely wasn't my dick. But
she was okay looking when she was younger though.
Anyway,
Bro,
look,
man, in a parallel universe where I'm single, I'm dropping my standards depending on how long it's been.
Well, I'm a solid 4. I don't need to drop my standards.
But 4 should always aim to double the number. That's the goal. You want to punch up. You want to punch up.
You've seen my wife. I definitely.
Yeah, I still don't understand it, but here we are.
Dude, you don't. Jesus Christ. I definitely don't. Like, I wake up every day. I'm like, holy shit, that's real.
That's when you know you've won, or that you're a really good salesman. There's
also the other side that, like, one, she's way more physically attracted to me, but there's also the other side that I am me. Like, I know who the fuck I am. Like that's also kind of crazy.
Living with us is so bad. Like, I can't imagine my wife's because I'm always fucking with her. Like, I'm always like, I'll fucking towel whip her in the bathroom, like we're in a fucking football locker room. She's like, really? What the But you got to moisten the tip of the towel.
Yeah.
Then you do this.
Yeah.
Bow. You got to get that last minute. Bow. With the fucking wrist.
Just to snap. When I felt like it was one of the funnest trips I've taken, but when my wife and I stay with you guys for a while, it was a hilariously fun trip, but I felt so bad for our wives. Like,
they would just look at each other like,
oh, I know, because Mark and I can suck the oxygen out of a fucking room. God damn, it's fucking
Kamala
crazy.
can do the same.
She can definitely do the same. But anyway, that's where we started from until ADHD took over. But I'm not saying she did. But what I am saying is a lot of people do think she did, which makes me like the Montel Williams thing, like when he was like being a rock star and she was like one of his go-go dancers. Like, this is now going to be the fucking, like, this is the vice president we have. And to be honest, like, okay, so say she just happened to suck dick to get where she's at, right? And I'm not saying she did, but it would be a lot less believable that she sucked dick to get where she was if she could hold a fucking interview by herself and not sound like a fucking retard. Like, I mean, because it's ridiculous. And I don't mean any offense to anybody that with any learning disabilities or anything like that. That's a disability. She's a fucking retard. Like, there's a difference.
But you know what? You got to respect stupid people, politicians. Like Bernie Sanders didn't have a job till he was 40. Yeah. Like, imagine, like, that's me right now being like, shit, I should probably go get a job. Yeah. And now he's a millionaire. He's a millionaire. He found a job where he doesn't have to work. Like, there's some... So everybody gets mad like, hey, how'd that guy? I respect it. Like, if you're a fucking idiot, like AOC, like Bernie Sanders, like fucking 99% of the people in Congress and the Senate, like, I respect that because you literally overcame not being black. Okay, you could say there's some systemic shit, right? Stereotypes that go along with being Asian or Hispanic or Jewish or Polish or Irish or whatever. But every one of those people might not be stupid. No matter what race you are, if you're stupid, you're just fucking stupid. So the fact that all of these stupid people in government have made so much money, I just respect the grind. I respect the hustle. I'm not even mad. It's like this fucking retard found a way to fucking become a millionaire and be one of the most powerful people in the country. That's fucking respectable. Like the grift is fucking unreal. Like that shows you that even someone with a fucking 82 IQ can fucking be a leader, dude. All you got to do is just fake it, you know, like, or just have people who are smart joysticking you like AOC. Like that's how
that's
it's
a
done.
huge portion of that's a huge portion of the uniparty. Like they'll come out and it's like you talk about joysticking it. It's like the talking points. Like remember when they were trying to like the people that were trying to convince us that chopping children's dicks off and cutting their breasts off was normal, and you know castration chemicals were perfectly fine and actually affirming care, but fucking JD Vance and Trump are weird. Like we're the weird ones, you know. Like
At least I know what a woman is.
Most of you motherfuckers can't tell us what a woman is. Have blue hair, a big ass fucking bull ring hanging out your nose. Which, by the way, fat people, why just offer that joke up of the bull ring with the fucking nose thing? Like it's just too easy. So maybe it's like pierce something else. Like if you guys start piercing your fucking fat rolls and hanging jewelry from that, I'll give you fucking
The
credit.
septum is fucking weird. I never understood it. I'm not hating on it. A lot of attractive people have it, but it's just not my thing. I'm not now. Just to be full disclosure, I do have a Prince Albert on my cock. It's a very small one. It's like a stud. It's pretty much all that I could get in there. But anyway, hey, speaking of dumb people, Ajax just coincidentally posted this today. This IQ scores around the world. And I would like to say, victory, motherfuckers! Let's go! 108 to 113. We are leading the globe. The North American fucking Jews, smartest people in the world. Smartest people. You Indians have nothing on us, motherfuckers. Fuck you. We have the IQ. That's why we run shit. That's why we run Hollywood. That's why we have all this fucking shit. We run the government. We got Mark Cuban. We're fucking killing this shit, man. Killing it, killing it, killing it. Literally in Israel, we're kind of killing it. So,
kind of killing it.
dude, American Jews are smarter than Ashkenazi Jews. What the fuck is an Oriental Jew? Never heard of it. Ethiopian Jews, holy shit. I mean, wow, dude, the Jews are cleaning house here. Aborigines, holy shit. 62. Kalahari Bushmen, whoa, 54. Hispanics.
54?
Yeah, dude.
Wow. That's like...
Is that Argentina rocking a 93? There's nothing bad about that. No, not 93 is killing it. Killing it. So
54?
that's why.
Like,
so
54, isn't that like you drown when it rains because you look up to see where the water's coming from? That's
I'm
like
pretty
low,
sure.
low.
But here's the thing, like the IQ is kind of a bullshit measurement. I have a decent IQ, so I always kind of point to it if I'm trying to flex. But I don't think it fucking matters. I just don't. So I don't think the Kalahari, you can't take an IQ test if you've never been taught to read. That doesn't mean you're stupid. That just means you don't know how to read, right?
Yeah,
so like you can't, it's bullshit. But I will say this backs my fucking theory that Jewish people are not by percentage more evil than other races. It's just our evil people are so fucking smart. They're just better at being evil.
Yeah. And even more so in today's world, because smart, good people are labeled as conspiracy theorists and told never to be listened to.
Dude,
like,
I don't know if I can, I don't know if I want to show you this. I don't want to fucking dox the guy. So anyway, I'll read it. So you guys know I'm good friends, like really good friends with Elijah Schaefer. Slightly offensive. And I went on his podcast and apparently I pissed off some Jews, which isn't the first time. It won't be the last. It probably happens at least twice a week at this point. Let me see if I can find this dude's stuff. Oh, here he is. So are you ready?
yes.
Now, just to be on it, like Elijah, like I've met his wife. I've stayed at his house. Like, this is my guy. So I was at a conference that happened to be like very close to his house or where he films. And he's like, and I had no idea. He's like, dude, what's up, last? We were texting. I'm like, dude, I'm here. And he goes, holy shit. Like, I'm like 20 minutes from there. I'm like, cool. I'm like, I have to stay overnight anyway, because I have to ship everything back, right? I have to do the shutdown. I'm like, what time you film? He's like 7. I'm like, cool. I'll be there at 6:45. Anyway, this comes from a guy on Instagram. Pathetic. You are on Elijah Schaffer's show. He is a Jew-hating Nazi. Your ancestors would be ashamed of you and what you've become. So I wrote, thanks for reaching out, ! He's a great guy, just different opinions. And by being nice and cordial, we can all get along in spite of our differences. Quick question. What does he do that makes you think that? Well, he says, I've seen him as a guest on many podcasts, as well as on his own podcast, makes anti-Semitic remarks. What I made was probably as bad or worse than what he just said. He also is a Holocaust denier. He believes Jewish people destroyed Western civilization. Then he circled something from like angrywhitemen.org saying what he is. And I'm like, that's not a source. But anyway, so I wrote back, why can't he have those views? Yeah. Why? So Jewish people destroyed Western civilization. Okay. My wife could say that to me. I'm not going to have sex with her that night. It's not, It doesn't offend me. I wasn't a part of that. I know I wasn't a part of that. He didn't say all Jews. He said, hey, the people who did that were Jewish. I don't even know if he said it. I'm just saying, I wrote back, why can't he have those views? Best bet is to educate and discuss. That's how you win hearts and minds.
Exactly. And I wish, more people need to take that, that stance especially about stuff that there's certain things that should be taken a hard stance on. And there's other things that we should just be like, you know what? We need to find some middle ground here, because like, while I don't believe in the consolidation of power that is happening with the uber rich people and many of them may be Jewish, it's not because they're Jewish. It's because they're evil and they have big IQs.
And big noses.
And big noses.
Oh, sorry.
And no foreskin. But
I wish I saved mine.
You'd wear that shit as a necklace.
I'd have that shit. I'd fucking wear it.
You'd be like hitting it with people in the head.
I'd be like, want to rub my foreskin?
Oh my God. You would be too. I know it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I'm not for the uniparty type stuff. In fact, I mean, that's why I'm happy that there's the super friends of the Justice League of Freedom, hopefully starting. I will say this, and I say this all the time. If Trump is able to beat the uniparty, I still think that no matter how far ahead he's going to be, they're just going to rig it to try to get him to lose.
Hey, but here's the thing, guys. Vote harder. Just vote harder.
Yeah. Vote harder.
Go vote.
But
I'm voting as soon as early voting openings. I'm putting that shit in the box. I'm going. I'm voting. I'm not missing it. I'm not going to risk dude. I want to make it where if I get fucking struck by lightning and killed, that my vote still counts. That's where I'm at. I'm voting the first day. I'm not going to leave it to chance. And here's the deal. So Elijah, just so you guys know, there's very few people I like and trust in this world, and Elijah's one of them. This dude is the most kind, caring, always asking how my family is. We share family pictures. This is a good guy. So just because we disagree, I don't even know if I disagree. I think it's a point of contention. A lot of people say the Holocaust. I don't think anybody's saying the Holocaust didn't happen. I think people are, number one contention is that, well, Hitler did kind of say, y'all should probably leave. He didn't just do it. He's like, hey guys, get out of here. Jews are like, nah. So there's one contention. I don't even know if that happened. I wasn't there. Number two is they say that the 6 million number is overblown. I don't know. I think even if there were 10 people killed, that's a really bad thing.
Yeah,
but
I mean, that's my thing too.
We're arguing semantics now. And what happens is, because there are so many people in the world who we can trace back to Jewish lineage who do really bad things, it's just human nature to be like, we should really look close at those people because there's a lot of people doing bad things happen to be Jewish. I didn't get the memo. And I'm literally as fucking Jewish as you get. My mom served in an IDF, the people that everybody thinks is fucking controlling the US government. I didn't get that memo. In fact,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Alan and me will be the next ones posting the FBI coming to our fucking house.
Yeah, right.
So I'm not
No
that
shit.
guy. I'm not that guy. Like, we're all not that guy. But to say that Jews aren't inherently evil. However, there are evil Jews. You can have it both ways, guys.
Yep. And do you know why the FBI might be would be showing up at our house? It's not because of what we say about Trump or Biden or anything like that. You know that, right? It's because what we say about pharma and what we say about making America healthy, making America healthy again. One more time, just so everybody understands, trillions of dollars will be lost by the pharmaceutical industry. Trillions, right? Like, if you don't think that they're willing to do anything possible to stop Trump from fulfilling his promise to RFK, because RFK is talking like scorched fucking earth shit. Like, he's talking like get a whole new science review system where, like, because right now a lot of the studies are totally bastardized because they're paid for, right? They're totally bastardized. So that's where it's coming from. I do have a clip real quick I wanted to show, by the way. This is the FBI. One more time. Cellular data shows subject near golf course about 12 hours before he got there.
I can also share with you that he was the subject of a previously closed 2019 tip to the FBI where it was alleged he was a felon in possession of a firearm.
Yes.
And following up on the
But can I just point out one more thing?
Yeah.
That guy looks fucking Jewish, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does look Jewish. You're right. Yes, he does.
Do you want to get on to some good news?
Yes.
Alan,
yes, let's do that.
I gotta say, I think this is part you. I think you fucking did this because you are the king of fat shaming. And you have done something, I'm gonna say, because nobody went harder on Lizzo than you did, bro.
Nope.
Nobody went harder. And people say, but Alan, that's not how you win hearts and minds. You're being too mean. You're hurting feelings. Well, everybody going around saying you're beautiful and you're healthy when you're fucking morbidly obese, in my opinion, that is violent speech because you are literally encouraging that person to, in your words, because this is me paying homage to you, face fuck themselves with food to death.
Yeah.
So with that being said, Alan, I want everybody to acknowledge that Alan was a large part of this. There's Lizzo before. Holy shit. I didn't realize how large she was.
She's
and
actually
after.
That wasn't her biggest. And in this picture, and here's the fucked up thing. In this picture, she's still morbidly obese. People don't want to realize that. She's morbidly
obese, but she's on path.
She's way on path. Like way.
I mean, she's lost probably 70, 80 pounds, bro.
And by the way, Lizzo, the bill's in the mail because we all know that I fucking,
This workout video comes with a message. I love this fat ass. Okay? I love my body. And that's incredible because there were times in my life where I was smaller than I am now and I hated myself. And before I started this fitness.
Okay. Her programming's fucking garbage. She needs to progressively overload. But again, move, bitch. Just move.
Yeah.
You're good. Her walking is actually, I don't understand how people can dance like that and fucking not get, I don't understand.
She's lost a lot of weight though.
I
started a self-love journey.
What this is, let me just break it down. This is someone trying not to lose her fat acceptance thing, but also she knows that she feels like shit. She knows that she's a fucking fetish fuck. And you know what a fetish fuck is. Same reason I get DMs. Okay, I showed you my DMs.
Yeah,
so
unfortunately,
bodybuilders, no, I mean, you liked them too.
Yeah.
So how do I put this? There's a thing with bodybuilders because we're muscular. I understand that I'm not very tall. I'm not the greatest looking guy, but I have muscle. So for a lot of smaller women, they want to be dominated by a muscular man. It's just a checkbox, right? Bodybuilder, check. So to this day, even being outwardly just a boring fucking coach of kids sports, I still get these DMs like, I want you to choke me, this and that. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say that That's what Lizzo is right now. Like nobody's like,
Mhm.
God damn, she's fine. No, they're like fat chick. You know, it's a chubby chaser thing, right?
Mhm.
Like it's not. Humans do not go for that. It's a fetish.
And self-love isn't just about accepting yourself as you are.
If she wanted to accept herself as she is, she wouldn't be losing weight.
It's also
Exactly.
accepting the fact that you change. Our bodies grow and sag and stretch and shrink. And true body positivity is not fighting that. It's honoring that. So wherever you are in your journey, I ain't gonna judge you, just as long as you're on a path to love.
Okay, that's the biggest cope I've ever seen, bro.
Yep. I'll be making a video about that tomorrow. But here's the whole fat shaming thing, because this is, people need to wake up to the fact that we are going to have to address how fat everybody is. Period. Like, because everybody's very fucking fat in America.
I have to address this. It's actually, they are from women, and you can look at their profiles. They are legit normal women who just happen to like bodybuilders because, women don't find this attractive. Okay. I dare you to find another guy my age who's getting the shit I get. It is what it is. I'm not saying that to brag. I'm just saying that because I'm a bodybuilder, I get a very small, again, the world's a big place. People, and that's the chubby chaser group. I'm the opposite of a chubby chaser, Harry, which I don't think is your real name. I think he's catfishing us.
Possibly. But we need to make sure, like, this whole politically correct thing, I started saying like 6 years ago that we're going to politically correct ourselves to death, because
we have,
like, people would talk to Lizzo like, oh, you're fine just the way you are. Like, motherfucker, she knows that you're lying to her. Like, she knows you're lying. You know you're lying. You know that she knows that you're lying. But you're doing it because you want to feel like the better person. You want to feel like, well, I'm a good person. And I encouraged her by telling her she's absolutely fine the way she is. If you tell a morbidly obese person that they are fine the way they are, you are an objectively horrible fucking person. Like, you guys anybody can say whatever the fuck they want about me. I'm not going to bullshit you about something that would cost you fucking your life, And we just need to get where it's at. Now, we do need women like Lizzo to lose weight, because who gives a fuck what she says? Like, I can tell you this. Nobody believes, like, I'm doing this because I love my body. You're doing this because you probably got some sort of diagnosis, diabetes. I was saying for a while that the dark ring around her neck was presenting as the onset of insulin resistance.
Yep.
And all of a sudden she doesn't have that no more. Wonder the fuck why. Like, I don't think she's a vegan anymore either. I don't think you can lose weight like that from being a vegan to lose weight, because they get too used to eating the ultra processed vegan crap. Like, we have very few vegans that eat eat vegetables, like just vegetables. They eat a lot of the fake meats and a lot of the bullshit like that. Lots of seed oil, everything. So I do believe she probably switched that up. I don't know for sure. That's just my guess as somebody that's helped thousands of people lose weight. But
hey bro, yeah, I'm happy. But about the whole, like, they're getting the threats at the schools in Springfield, Ohio, because of what Trump said. Nah, not happening. Fact check. All right, so from Cernovich. During the Trump years, Jewish community centers had bomb threats. Know who called them in? A reporter for The Intercept. Left-wing agitators often create hoaxes, as they know the media will immediately use them to blame Republicans and shut down discourse. To the next post. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine says there were 33 bomb threats against Springfield schools that all turned out to be hoaxes and originated from overseas. Where do President Trump and J.D. Vance go to get their apology from the media to claim that they incited them? I would bet good money that the actual media called those in using some kind of a rerouter to show that they are overseas.
I mean, there was already news articles the next day, today, like about people, like Trump's rhetoric caused somebody to try to kill him again. Like, they actually say that, like, Trump caused people to try to kill him. It's fucking insane. It's totally, like, next level crazy. Where I would always point this out. If somebody tried to take a shot at Kamala, which I would hope that they don't, please leave her in. If not her, Biden. Let's one of these two needs to stay the fuck in. We don't need another last minute replacement. Do not give them a reason to fucking reboot. please, please, please don't. But if somebody were to take a shot at her, I'm surprised they haven't faked it. Like, I'm surprised they haven't like faked one or called one in. I'm very surprised that they didn't have Joe have a heart attack, like a heart attack, like very surprised. I mean, it's not over yet, but I'm very surprised. That could be their October surprise, is Joe Biden passing away, Kamala Harris becoming president, the seated president, and then exciting some executive orders to change voting laws and stuff like that. I can see that fucking happening too. I hate to be the doomer, but like, here's my thing. I see an evil entity behind the scenes controlling shit. So I'm like, what would they do? And I put on my evil cap because there's a certain number of the voices that are evil. And I think, like, what would they do? Well, if she becomes president, like, she can engage a lot of shit, and she can push us into war much quicker. And then, oh yeah, if we're at war, they'll try to call off the election. And I know it may sound a little loopy, but people, for real, they're trying to incite shit. I did a video the other day, a quick video, and like, I'm just saying, like, if they would have actually been successful, like leftists, seriously, Democrats, you guys need to think about this and get your people to chill the fuck out. Because if somebody would be successful in taking out Trump,
shit pops off.
It pops. Period.
Off. Yes.
Period. Because he has got some very seriously devoted fucking people. Very seriously devoted fucking people. And it will happen a couple ways. First of all, if they pop off, anybody that believes in freedom is going to be like, oh, we got to do this now. And they'll either fall in line or not. But I can see the government then doing something like I said, like turning off the power grid and saying like, hey, we have people that are trying to, the same people that did January 6th are trying to finish the job. We're turning off the power to stop them. The sooner that they're stopped, the better. So if you guys can help us. And they'll pit us against each other. They'll make it into a civil revolutionary war, is how it will be, Yeah,
speaking of incitement, Trump Vance just posted this. They kept receipts for every insightful comment. Trump is an existential straight from Wasserman Schultz. God damn it, another Jew. God, they're all Jewish. Damn it. Except for Vasquez. I don't think he's Jewish. Mike Levin. God damn it. Big L for the Jews today. Democrats should turn their fire on Donald Trump. They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump. Rick Wilson, the Lincoln Project. Trump is an existential threat to American democracy.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. No ears were harmed. Oh my God, this is crazy.
If any of us were to say anything like this about the other side, we'd be in jail.
FBI would certainly pay us a visit, wouldn't they?
They absolutely would.
I don't know, man.
Would.
I think it's and I'm really happy. Harry brings this up. People keep hating on Vance. Dude, I think he's done phenomenal. He's gone on CNN and embarrassed them every single time. He is a master orator. He's a great speaker. He's extremely intelligent. He looks the part. He's got the beard and everything. Like he kind of looks the part. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say he's a Chad, but he's definitely not fucking Walsh, Right. Like Walsh, the football, he was an assistant fucking football coach. He didn't even call the plays.
The only reason why I didn't think Walsh was a good choice. Walsh is a good choice because it gives him Ohio. Like, it gives them much. It's a swing state, battleground state. Not Walls. JD Vance. JD Vance.
Yeah,
JD Vance gives them Ohio.
Yeah, geography matters.
But the only thing that worries me is what's happening. Like, I wanted him to pick like Vivek, or like somebody that they're more afraid of than Trump, right? Like, because I think that if they found somebody that's more they would be more afraid of than Trump, it would cause them to try to, put lead in Trump less. Because that's what's happening.
Well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Well done. That was masterful. That was masterful. Yeah, it was definitely. I have a feeling that everything that's happening is an inside job.
Yep. Oh my goodness. I have almost no doubt. The government can't be trusted. Like I say this all the time. It is amazing to me that we openly, as a community of people, left, right, everything like that, the vast majority of us know that the food pyramid was complete bullshit and paid for by food and pharma to like make us sick. We know it. Like nobody can think that it came from any other way. We know the food pyramid's bullshit, but we still believe the government.
Yep. Crazy, right?
It's two things that work very much against each other. Like we know the government has lied a bunch of times to get us into wars. The Bay of Tonkin, like so many things. Like our friend Dr. Simon Godek listed off all the ways that they like the government like kind of lured the people into war, into supporting wars. Like we need to support, the only war we would need to support is if we have one against the people that are trying to suppress us in our own country. Besides that, we should have no part. We should tell Zelensky to fuck off. We should tell Israel to fuck off. We should tell anybody. We should tell them all to fuck off. We should leave NATO. We should leave the fucking UN. We should fucking be the United States. Why do we need to be in the United Nations when we're the United Nations already? We're the United States already. Why do we need to be in the United Nations?
We need to get rid of the United Nations.
We need to. Absolutely. We need to give no more money to WHO, no more money to WEF. Nothing, like we need to worry about us. We need like, and I'm sorry, but if Trump holds through with what he has said, which is a big if, and I will be the first one to say that, a big if, but we could have a optimization of the government, get rid of a bunch of fucking government overhead that would save us a lot of money. We could have massive energy production, which will drop the cost of fucking everything. Like, how do people not understand it? Prices started skyrocketing. Yes, borrowing money and deflating the value of the dollar does cause inflation. It's bad. But when Biden enters the first fucking week and signs like 100 executive orders to fucking destroy the fucking energy production in America and skyrocket gas prices up to the point where it buried people. Like at one point in time, when I was out in California with you guys at Ambrosia, their gas was $7 a fucking gallon.
I thought you were going to have a fucking heart attack.
I'm like, what the fuck is it? How do you people survive? And like, oh, everybody drives Teslas, but I mean, it's, you know.
Yeah, and they can't keep their electric on because they have rolling blackouts. Check this out. So a Secret Service agent just spoke. This is pretty cool. I don't know what he said, but I'm sure. But all I know is that Clint was like, "This is horrifying." So, well, let's see what he says.
But the long and short of it is this: coming out of Butler, I have ordered a paradigm shift. The Secret Service's protective methodologies work, and they are sound, and we saw that yesterday. But the way we are positioned right now in this dynamic threat environment, it has given me guidance to say, you know what? We need to look at what our protective methodology is. We need to get out of a reactive model and get to a readiness model. There could be another geopolitical event that could put the United States into a kinetic conflict or some other issue that may
some other issue. Yeah, whatever. Just some other issue. That issue. Yeah. This guy. I can't put words on his appearance.
So by being proactive, the illegitimate son here of Beaker and like fucking looks like Kane.
I'm going there.
I mean, but like it's what the government does. They take a tragedy and they try to use it to suppress rights. He's basically talking about being proactive, meaning like it's an excuse to invade more privacy of people.
Yeah, let's see what else he says.
Result in additional responsibilities and protectees of the United States Secret Service. And so we are working, we are making information available to all of our partners. And I just want to say that the commitment of Congress to the Secret Service throughout the years has been tremendous. And we will continue to work with them and Secretary Mayorkas, whose support in making sure that we're getting what we need has been phenomenal.
How about just not letting people shoot at the president? I think it's pretty simple. Do your job.
The Secret Service is never going to be able to do its job, even if they tried, because the FBI keeps letting every fucking terrorist go free. You know, like people be on the FBI. The FBI knew about him. Oh, he's been on our radar. Well, bitch, how the fuck, if he's been on your radar, did he fly from so Tulsi Gabbard's on a no-fly list or on a terrorist watch list, but this bitch wasn't. Like,
that's
how
great,
the fuck
isn't it?
does that even happen? Like, she's in the goddamn military now. Like, and she's on a fucking list, and dude made it from Hawaii to Florida and hung out around the golf course for 12 fucking hours. Come on now. Like, I mean, you can't tell me that's not on purpose. Like,
with an AK. He wasn't holding a handgun.
No.
He was holding, it was an AK. Those are hard to conceal.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not like you could just like put it in your back pocket. It's
no.
It's so fucked up.
It's a serious firearm, Alan. Those are serious. Those are serious weapons.
I don't know. I don't own any of them. I lost them in a boating accident.
Yeah, I was in that same boating accident, remember?
Yes.
We're in the Gulf of Tonkin, I believe.
Yes, it was the Gulf of Tonkin, I do believe.
I remember that trip. It was memorable. Very memorable trip.
Every firearm I ever owned or I'm ever going to own ended up in the water, and I lost them all, and I'm very sad.
How they got on the boat, I don't know, but they were there.
I don't know.
And
I thought you knew. I don't know, though.
I don't know. I don't know how I flew with them or anything. Like, I checked them on.
Yeah.
It was definitely under the belly of the flight. Crazy.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I mean, every day is just, oh my God. Okay.
Every day is more crazy shit.
Now, you want to know about crazy? Let's talk about the Libertarian Party. They just posted a new candidate. Are you ready? Candidate? Oh, for running for some office because they're trying to win local. But guys, fucking, oh my. We're never going to win.
Does he have a ring and running from Sauron or something like that? What the fuck, man?
This guy definitely has a comic collection. U.S. Congress from Pennsylvania.
Dude, he looks like
the comments.
He looks like a real live hobbit, bro. What?
Why do old libertarians look like this? LB candidates really do be from Middle Earth. What's his name? Bradley Cooper. Did he escape from the Amish community? Why does he have to look like a libertarian? Where does he keep his pot of gold?
The comments are
to catch a Redditor. Lepertarian.
Oh my God.
A life-size lawn gnome. Oh my God, guys. Oh, it's so hard to be a libertarian these days. I'm trying so hard.
He's running for U.S. Congress.
At least it's a professional photo. Okay, we've stepped up our game from the last episode we did on this. Last time we had that one woman with the fucking piercings and the fucking hair from the hair kit with the selfie, like who looked like she just was like gothic from the 90s in high school. Like, and she just grew up. It's like, I'm a libertarian. It's like libertarians, guys. I mean, what the fuck?
That dude's on his way to Mount Doom right now. Like, how does Frodo's sidekick, like, dude?
How does? Oh my God!
So bad. It's so bad.
Did you so remember the last Trump pull triggerer was in a BlackRock ad?
Yeah.
Oh, this one was too. Yep, this one was too. So apparently it's a
Post of the action is to appeal to both leaders.
There he is.
What the fuck, dude? How does this happen? I mean,
on purpose.
Oh my God.
On purpose. That's how it happens. On purpose.
Definitely feds, dude. Definitely feds.
Anybody that says I'm a conspiracy theorist for thinking that the federal government's behind the attempts on Trump, suck on my whole dick.
It sounds better when Laura Loomer says it, to be honest.
Yeah, it does. It does. I tried to steal her thunder. It didn't work. But suck on Laura's whole dick. Because that's I just don't believe it anymore. Right? The government, we know the government. That's another thing too. Like, we know the government censored us. Why is nobody in jail? Like, people, wake the fuck up. The founding fathers would have been stacking them like pine. Like, right now, already. They've been censoring us for fucking years. They've been taking away our freedom. This started all the way back. Like, this regime has been in power for like 40 or 50 fucking years, besides 4 from Trump. It's time we fucking escape this shit. We are the last bastion. America is the last bastion of freedom in the fucking world. Freedom is being extinguished everywhere. If you don't believe me, call your friends in Germany. Call your friends in France. Call your friends in the UK. Call them right now and ask them if they feel safe posting their thoughts online about shit. They'll say no because they're going to goddamn jail for fucking Facebook posts over there. Like,
it's fucking nutty.
It is nutty. It is, and that'll be us, dude. If we let the steal happen, that'll be us. That will be us. They will be arresting us. They will be. I have very little doubt.
So here's another one. Trump just put, I'm Trump, but Cernovich just shared this one. So they always say that we're the violent ones, and I mean, I'm not really violent. I'm an anti-aggression guy. I mean, I don't get in fights. I've gotten fights before when I was a kid. But check out this one from the party of love and tolerance. Love and tolerance, man. Love and tolerance.
And it is just unquestionable at this point that man cannot see public office again. He is not only unfit, he is destructive to our democracy, and he has to be eliminated.
Oh my God! Why are they all Jewish? God, these people are fucking Jewish. Everybody's Jewish. God damn it! The Jews are taking a big L today. It's not a good day for us.
You guys, like, seriously though, like, Democrats, dear Democrats, the real Democrats, like,
I can talk about the Jews.
Because I can still consider myself a '90s Democrat. So does Mark.
Same. Yeah.
You motherfuckers better calm your fucking people down, because you guys are asking for a problem that you cannot fucking handle. Like, all you motherfuckers look like that fucking dude. The people that look like Mark and I, who train with weapons and shit like that and have firearms, we're on the other side of you motherfuckers.
Yeah, like, it's not going to be a fair fight.
No, and you know what? I won't care. Like, I will not care, because if you make us, if you want to keep talking about eliminating us, that means it's you or us, and motherfucker, it will be you. It will be you. You know,
ain't gonna be me.
It ain't gonna be me.
I mean, Jesus Christ, man, that is nuts.
That's some crazy shit. He must be eliminated. You said that shit with your voice on TV. Like, that's crazy.
How is he not being questioned by the FBI? That's my question.
I'm saving that video. And if the FBI ever shows up, I'm going to play it to him. It's like, when you guys arrest him, come back. You know?
I mean, what the hell, dude? Instead, they're going after people who question authoritarianism.
Yeah.
That's insane. This whole thing's nutty, man.
Yeah,
no. But if I wasn't involved in this world, I would just be like, I mean, people always ask how Maxine Waters always wins my old district, you know, like where I was from, like not my old, I wasn't in that district, but she's from Inglewood, California. It's because nobody votes. They're busy worried about paycheck to paycheck. And so she just preys on the idiots she can get to go to the polling box, which isn't a lot. Like, look at the turnout in Inglewood, California. It's not high. And that's how they win. So they take power, and then you have some fucking low IQ moron in charge. And same with AOC. It's because people don't vote. Guys, we can't complain about the system being rigged if nobody votes. Like, nobody votes. They don't even have to rig the elections. Nobody votes. And they pay people to vote, and they ballot harvest, and they only need like 1,000 fucking votes, and they win. AOC only got 38,000 votes. There's 150,000 conservatives in her district. We don't vote.
So everybody get out and fucking vote. Like,
everybody,
get off your fucking ass and get out and vote. No shit.
Unless you're voting for Kamala, then don't vote.
Then don't vote, bitch.
Stay home. I'm fucking interfering in the election right now. Election interference. If you vote for Kamala, don't vote. If you're voting for Trump, take 10 friends.
Yeah, no shit.
Take a fucking go rent a fucking church van, a Sprinter, whatever you can get your hands on, even a good sized car like a Yukon XL or an Expedition, and just take a bunch of homies, pile them in the back like the Coolio video, Fantastic Voyage, where they're coming out of the truck, got a mariachi band. Just make sure those mariachi singers vote for Trump. Drive them over to the polling booth, go there, get some fake IDs, vote for a friend, vote for a dead relative, and vote for Trump.
Hell yeah.
Because we gotta get out of this shit. This shit's crazy. This shit's even too crazy for me. I like crazy.
Yeah, I like crazy too. You know, well,
I married an Italian.
Well, I'm Italian. So,
yeah.
he didn't marry me. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but
if I was gay, you'd be on my short list.
You'd be on my short list too.
So that means a lot. Thank you.
We would just we would end up annoying the fuck out of each other though. God,
that's where divorce would happen. Yeah, we'd be divorced.
we would end up annoying because it's a lot. Like we're a lot.
Too much.
Like, too much. A lot of people would say too much. A lot of people would.
Some people would say it is the most there's ever been. Too much. Trump. My favorite Trump moment was when the most blood you've ever seen, and apparently ears bleed a lot. I didn't know that. You know something. You learned something new. I'm like, oh my god, his fucking speech to the RMC, that was classic. He talked and talked and talked and talked.
Well, what's amazing, I will hand it to this. Like he says stupid shit, of course, right?
Yes.
But as a person that talks a lot on camera, just like you, if you do a lot of live shit, like off the top of your head, you're gonna say some stupid shit. It's just gonna fucking happen because like you're like, especially if you're a quick thinker, because there's a lot of times when my brain is running faster than my mouth can fucking run, right? So I will say this: he will stand in front of a hostile audience and fuck them up, like in front of a hostile press corps and fuck them up. Like, ask me anything and he'll be like, blah, 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 and he'll like get to him. That does not happen on the other side. That's a problem. Joe Biden took almost no actual press interviews for 4 fucking years. Everybody realize, like think about like when he stood in front of the press corps, like Trump used to do on almost a goddamn daily basis.
Yep.
He didn't do it. He had that fucking, the DEI hire, fucking do it for him, you know?
It's fucking crazy, man. I don't know, but
I don't either.
At the end of the day, all we could do is what we can do. We have our sphere of influence. Here's the thing. I used to try to do videos under 6 minutes. Like the Hodge twins told me in 2012, they're like, always keep it under 6 minutes. Man, I can't do that. Like, I'm not a shorts video type of guy.
Mm-mm. I can do some decent 3-minute videos. It's rare when I can do a minute video.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. Like between 3 minutes and 10 minutes, like I can't do, like it's like 3 minutes max, 20 minutes, you know, minimum.
If I have a minute, I can spit it out, right? Like if I'm doing like a promo, but if we got like, if I'm doing a video on like a topic, give me at least 15.
Yeah, that's absolutely.
I can't.
Because I want to be thorough, and for me to be thorough, I got to let the ADHD flow. I mean, it just happens sometimes. You know?
You're right. It's just my brain does not think that succinct. Now, my emails in business, I am very succinct in my presentations.
Of course.
But if you're asking me to do something performative, it's definitely not going to be at that level. It's just not. It's just not.
It's also like when I used to do a lot of public speaking, but when I would give lectures, like it's no swearing, it's rehearsed. Like I make sure I talk about my notes and shit like that, right? Like me and you, like right now, there's no script, and me and Mark are live a lot. Like I've been live going on 3 hours today. You know what I mean? Like just talking about different topics off the top of my dome, you know? And I think that's the difference, like where the swearing and stuff like that comes in when I'm trying to just let it flow. I use fuck as almost like a period or a comma. So like to help my mouth catch up to my brain. But anyway, this isn't good crazy. Right now,
no.
I would agree. It's not great crazy. It's not.
But I have faith. I have faith in my country. I have faith in my people, and not my people being the Jews. Okay, I lost faith in them a long time ago. Dude, I've been people like, you're selling out your people. I'm like, no, I'm just making light of it. Cause what are you going to do? Like, I'm friends with a lot of these guys they hate, like Myron Gaines. Like he and I, he's like, he was watching my fitness shit back in fucking 2011. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not like, and also like these guys are very nice people. They just have different world views, and that's fine. But what I get back to is, what if we all treated each other individually with respect and dignity? That's all I ask. I would think, look, they don't look at me any different. They don't distrust me anymore. Because of my heritage. They just realize that shit, there is some fucking thing going on where a lot of Jews are doing some weird shit and they're questioning it. And that's the beauty of free speech. We can question things and not be persecuted. I'm not going to personally persecute them for their thoughts and their beliefs. And honestly, if they look, man, my grandfather literally escaped Auschwitz. Okay. And I don't get mad when people are like, oh, I think the Holocaust was overblown. I'm like, maybe, but some bad shit did happen. Well, can we agree on that? Well, yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're good. Nick Fuentes, I'm not sure. But the rest of them, like, they're pretty cool people. And what they're doing in Israel, man, that's I'm not Israeli. I'm not. I mean, I am, but I'm not. I'm American-y. I'm only American. I have one country. I do not have dual citizenship like these fucks in Congress. I'm the first one to say if you have dual citizenship, you should not be allowed to hold any office in America, including local office. Right. Your allegiance should be to one country. You should not renounce your other citizenship and just be American, or else you are not allowed to serve if you have two interests. That's my opinion.
You know, I agree with that. You should, I mean, not only that, but like the fact that a lot of them own land overseas and stuff like that too, like they own places in different countries. Maybe that's a bad idea. You know, it's like
I don't own land anywhere.
Yeah. It's like
except for America.
Taylor Swift obviously recently endorsed Kamala Harris, right? She spent most of Joe Biden's presidency living in London. You know, like how invested are you? Especially when you get to be that popular, that much money, are you really a citizen anymore, or are you your own entity? Like when you think that yourself, you're so popular and so powerful that you like actually like endorsing somebody will help get them elected to the presidency of the United States. You're not thinking like you're a normal person anymore.
So, but Taylor Swift, I believe, is a good person. Let me explain. Like there were her truck drivers. I actually met one. And so what she did, the people who drove her shit around, you know, saving all the climate change stuff and everything, just burning up the carbon emissions. But anyway, she gave them all like extra $100,000. Like, oh, that's nothing. Awesome. That's nothing. Yeah, no, it's a lot. I know it's nothing to her based on what she made, but that's a lot. That's life-changing for some people.
Yeah,
like I mean, you can disagree with somebody philosophically and politically and still say, you know what? I think that person's actually a decent person. And that's still possible. It's harder to say for Democrats now. But again, like she doesn't see things because she's not living in the real world. She's living in a world where everything is fucking butterflies and rose petals. And unfortunately, most of us, meaning collectively as a society, are having trouble putting food on our family's table.
Right. Exactly. So are you back tomorrow?
Tomorrow I have football practice, and Wednesday I am traveling. So this would be my day. Yeah, this is it. This is one of those weeks, man. But next week I'm back in full swing with nothing going on. Well, stuff going on, but I'm here at 7.
Right.
So or 8 Eastern.
I will be back tomorrow. And I do believe I have a guest lined up. I'll double check. And then I'll be back Wednesday and Thursday also while Mark goes and fucking destroys the business world for us because that's fucking awesome.
There's a very exciting week. Last week went phenomenal. Couldn't have gone better. And this week hopefully is even better. Again, I can't really talk about a lot of this yet, but if it does come to fruition, everybody will know and it'll be pretty huge. And I think it'll do a lot for your lives as well. It's beyond. I mean, we're changing America. We're making America healthy again. You know, look at Ambrosia. We're going to be in over, if everything goes well, we'll be in over 100,000 stores by the end of next year.
Ooh.
And that's a huge thing. So we're bringing Ambrosia Planta, which is a healthy food option, the Planta bar, Alchemy, No Morbidity, Ember, the Holy Trinity stack. We're bringing that out there, you know, so we're giving you viable alternatives to what they're feeding you, to what Big Pharma is doing. And I can't tell you what retailers, that's what I was kind of referencing earlier, but they're big. They're really big. And I have a great team that can fulfill it. And obviously with tigerfitness.com, coupon code evening rants, please support us. And ambrosiacollective.com, again, coupon code evening rants. You're able to kind of, you know, be ahead of the curve, but you know, we look forward to bringing you everything we can with health and fitness and just getting everybody in great shape to be the best you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, because we're not just a company. You know, what Alan and I represent is a lifestyle. It's change. It's just being the best you. And that's why we have these discussions. We have fun. We keep it light. But at the end of the day, we're discussing things that people need to know about. and we just do it in our own way, which is some people like. According to our views tonight, a lot of people like it. Holy shit!
And
when
Trump's
did we become
speaking right
popular?
now. And
Oh
Trump's
shit!
speaking right now, so which
Well,
is crazy.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. Actually, no, I got to do some. I got to punch some orders through. But anyway, thank you so much. And we got an ad to show them out with, or
We do. We're going to talk about alchemy and the ingredient NC2.
let's go.
And I'll see all of you tomorrow. Hey, I think I know what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to go over something on the NIH website about the disease that was it. And since it's the NIH, we should be good with the UE2E. So, but we'll check it out.
Sweet.
All right, here we go. So everybody listen up. If you're anything like how I used to be, where you're terrified of the holiday/gluttony season, because once you start eating the carbs and the sugars that are involved with the festivities, you can't seem to say no. And the next thing you know, 4 months later, you've gained 10, 15, 20 extra pounds that you then struggle to get half of it off or even any of it off over the course of the next 8 months before the next gluttony season. We created Alchemy just for you. We teamed up with the Ambrosia Collective and we created this glucose disposal supplement made up of 5 patented ingredients at clinically tested human doses, one of which is NC2. It is a seaweed extract and it is absolutely amazing. In clinical trials, human clinical trials, it has been shown to help reverse prediabetes and type 2 diabetes. It helps raise HDL, lower LDL, lower triglycerides, lower your blood pressure. It has amazing effects on insulin sensitivity. So for those of you that have PCOS, this can give you an extra boost. And 1 in every 4 women has PCOS in our society today. So this will help you with your insulin sensitivity, not to mention that it helps take away the sugar demon. It just knocks it right off your shoulder. I get no sugar cravings when I take this twice a day, 2 capsules at a time. You should go to the Ambrosia Collective right now. Use the code Evening Rants, get 10% off, and get you some alchemy so you can be prepared for gluttony season and you don't gain that 10, 15, 20 extra pounds because you'll be able to avoid the sugar demon all holiday season.